What is going on, my Galaxians? We got some big Galaxis updates to go over today. That is the token generation event, which exchange is going to be listed on, and they have the locking program live now. And if you're like one of the first 100 Galaxis Engine holders to basically stake for like 3 months, 6 months, a year, you can get 50 bucks, 100 bucks, or 200 bucks. So let's talk about basically, essentially, first off, let's talk about exchanges, okay? So, Galaxis did say that they would for sure be listed on a major exchange. Here's like your top 10 major exchanges right here. I knew everybody but Upbit. Apparently Upbit is like a Korean exchange, so it's probably not that one. If I had to guess, my friends, if this is a guess, I'm gonna guess OKX is gonna be the exchange we're gonna get listed on. That's my guess. If it was Binance, that'd be pretty wild. And they did say mid-May will be the token generation event. So that's what we are for sure looking forward to. So going over to the Galaxis Engine, talking about the staking program, let's talk about the math of it and whether it makes sense for you to do so. Now, this is Mrs. Wookie's account over here. So she's got 3 nodes. And essentially what it's going to look like on your dashboard is you will have this lockings button you can click. And it'll say, you know, my locks, lock your engine, earn a 1.2 boost. Now, let me explain a couple things. First off, this 308,000 Galaxis tokens daily reward pool, that's extra. That's in addition to, right? These are rewards for staking, period, okay? So the total pool is 112.5 million Galaxis tokens for 1 year. After the year, I don't know if they're going to keep doing it or not, but this is what they're starting off with. Now, you could choose between 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Obviously, when you lock, it's called locking because you cannot unlock it, right? So definitely make sure you know what you want to actually do. I'm going to click the 12 months just to take a look here. So essentially, this is what it's going to pop up to. So it's going to say setup locking. Your 3 months is going to give you a 1x, 6 months is a 1.5, and 12 months is a 2x boost. I'll explain how that works. If you lock your engine, it adds a 1.2 boost to your APR. Now, the way it plays or breaks down, right, is yeah, we'll go over some numbers over here in the Wikipedia in a minute, but essentially, if you're getting this 2.4 boost, that's on top of whatever Galaxis tokens you're holding, right? So let's say I was holding 10,000 Galaxis tokens. The 2.4 boost is acting like I'm holding 24,000 when it's pitting everybody else together and deciding what percentage to give me of those prized pool tokens. So they, of course, go over a pretty good little breakdown here. And so this is where I'm going to get down to the math, because that's what everybody wants to know, is the nitty gritty of the math, right? And so, of course, this is pretty nice, right? Obviously, it always matters, like, you know, market, blah, 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 price, token, blah, 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 all that jazz, okay? But if you're like me, you feel pretty confident in Galaxis, where we're going, everything like that. You know, I think having some portion of your tokens locked would not be a bad thing. Now, one thing to note is if you lock your engine, right, that means for the whole year, while your engine's accruing more and more and more rewards just overall, right, all those are just going in here and compounding, okay? You cannot pull out the new rewards you're earning on your engine during that time if you lock your engine, okay? That's why you get that extra boost up to 20% or 40% if you're doing a whole year, okay? So they do the math here just to show you, right? So obviously it takes the entire sum of tokens that are competing against each other, right? That's after the multipliers. So let's say your pool 1, it's just a 1x, right? Obviously, if you put 10 million tokens in there, it would just be 10 million tokens. If pool 2 had, you know, 20 million, that'd be a 1.5 boost. So that brings it to 30 million as the points, right? And if it was a whole year, 50 million tokens would end up to be like 100 million, right? Add all those together, and then of course you would divide that by the daily reward to get 0.002 Galaxis tokens per token people are holding, okay? So let's say you were holding 10,000 tokens in pool 1, you get 22 tokens extra that day. 33 if you're at 1.5, and 44 if you were at 2.0. Of course, if you add the extra 40% on there, then what's it going to be? 40%, I don't know, like 60-ish or so. I didn't do the exact math, but my point being, you can definitely really boost your rewards. And since it compounds continually with your locked engine and these, right, these rewards continue to compound, you can really get ahead of you know, maybe some folks, especially if they're not locking their engines down. So definitely a lot of rewards to be there. 112 million Galaxis tokens. Remember, it's a 7.5 million or 7.5 billion max token supply. Okay, and so we'll never see more than 7.5 billion. And of course, you know, this is gonna, the engines, I forget how what the tokenomics is, how many years this is over. But my point being, we're not gonna hit 7.5 billion for years. Okay, so it's a pretty nice little piece. Definitely let me know what you're thinking. I think I'm just gonna go through this so you guys can see. Once you click accept, you know, the terms, you can read through all that fun stuff. Obviously just explained it all to you. Click lock here. Oh, it's on my ledger. Okay, I'd have to unlock it for a minute, but I'll go ahead and do this just so I can kind of track and see how much I earned for this first day. And I'll throw out a tweet about it so I don't have to do another video, but I'll tweet out how many tokens I earned for the first day using the 12 months. I'm going to do the 12 months and engine lock these 3 engines on this account or on this wallet. Okay, so yeah, just be watching for Twitter. Obviously, follow me there if you are not already. And as always, stay warm, Wookiees.